Here's another nature walk. I'll probably end up talking on this one. Here we go. The Tin Can Bay Wildflower Walk. There used to be a lot of wildflowers here. And unfortunately, a lot of them are grown where the grass is. And when the council come here to mow, they just, look at this, just hoe into it. It's like nobody's business. I used to have a camera there, watching the dogs, the stingos that live down here. Snapper Creek's over yonder, over that way. And see, the water just sits here. I was building the fence where I was living, and I dug 600 millimetres down for the post, because the rules, sorry for my shaky hand, the rules for putting things in the ground, a third of it's got to be in the ground, and 2/3 above the ground. And so, and there's other things. Anyway, I went down 600 millimetres and I hit a shelf. And all this water was just sitting and kept filling up the hole. So that water back there, it shows you the shelf is just not far away and it's all soggy. Okay, so wildflower. We have this tree here. You've got that tree. You've got that bush, that grass. That's prickly. Used to have orchids here, little tiny orchids in the ground. But the main reason I've come down here, I talked about in my previous video of Tin Can Bay, because that's where I lived for 10 years. So Snapper Creek. And behind there, the water's really low. It's mainly mangroves out there. That's why the dingoes can live here. They live further up that way. Try this hand. Hand's shaking like crazy at the moment. I reckon it's the one of the drugs I take. Medications, hey? They help. They help you with the mind, with things. They're helping me. The depression one's helping me. I got new ones. The other ones I used to take, I was always sleepy all day, so I stopped taking them. Well, I actually stopped taking them because guess what? I went to a psychologist and he said to me, I need to see you in your true self. And I said, what, you want me to stop taking all my medications? He says, yeah, I need you to stop taking all your medications. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's wise for the one, not wise for Glennie, because I'm living with Glennie. It's not wise for the wider community, just so you can see me in my true self. I don't think it's a good idea. And I said to him, well, I can stop taking this one, and it happened to be my depression one. I was always asleep. Look at that. Pretty little thing. Look, they're all through here. They burn this every now and again. And this grass here, this grass needs to be burnt to regenerate more seed, or for their seed or whatever. Yeah, so I stopped taking it. And whoa, what a difference that was. It didn't do well for the relationship. Not at all. So here's the bats. They all live here now. See, in this area, we have an army practicing base. And the bats used to live over there on the other side of the lake or bay. And but the army's over there. They come up every couple of weeks and bombs and get machine guns. It sounds like there's a war going on over there. So at some point, all the bats had to move. find a new home. And this is where they are. All these like eggs fallen from a tree. Black ones are sitting there. Look at them all. You see them, you can hear them. Sorry for the shaky video again. Close on. So I stopped taking the medication and, oh God, I tell you, the next 12 months weren't the best for me. Definitely not the relationship that I had with Bernie, even though we're friends. But God, oh, so hard. No, I wasn't crying in that. I'm not a crier. I'm a outspoken person. And if you annoy me, I'll tell you. So, and that's what the depression did. The depression allowed me to, because I'm, talking about myself here, and people are going to go, whoa, who'd want to date that guy? Well, I'm fine with that. Been in a 10-year relationship. You know what that's all about. But you know what? I've never had a relationship with myself where I've been happy. Ever. Where I've been wanting to do things. Where walking out in the open like this with a camera. And I could never do it before. Depression. Oh, you just want to hide. Last time I travelled the country in my van, I stayed in my van most of the time. I still saw stuff, but I waited for people not to be around. I wouldn't say hello to people. I would make communication with people. I feel so much happier now. It might be the new depression drug too. Fluoxetine. Oh. It's a good drug. Actually, it doesn't make you sleep. It's supposed to make people drowsy or tired. It doesn't make me tired. It's supposed to make you not be able to sleep properly. It doesn't do that to me either. I love to disturb them, but I don't think that's wise. And so, this is a flower park. And this is the walk we used to do all the time. But now they put a bigger path on the other one. Another flower. Yeah, so I'm a schizoaffective. And so with my anger, people are rude and arrogant and whatever, abusive. The schizoaffective belongs in the schizophrenic family. The schizophrenics are more closed in within themselves until they have a moment where they've listened to the noise in their head and they just go crazy. And they got to go to a psychiatrist or got to go to hospital for a week or two and get the medication changed and then back to normal again. Or normal what they are. Well, I'm a schizoaffective and I'm just out there. Like, I just, instead of hanging on to my rage, I rage it out. I don't do that anymore. I do have some good medications that have been doing their jobs. But hey, how's that? A psychologist. The guy was a bit of a twat anyway. Like, I got a lot of life experience and life lessons that I work on. I use and manage my life. Listen to that. Oh, it smells a bit like hydroponic. Oh, hydroponic marijuana. Or Cincinella. Comes out of Norway or Denmark or something. Yeah, I just can't help it. Sometimes I when I'm filming, there's someone up there. I've got to stop filming soon. But yeah, a psychologist tells you to stop taking your medication. Seriously? Is that a psychologist or is that just... I don't know. That's wrong. The only people who tell you to stop taking your medication are the ones that told you to start taking them. And then they got to have a plan of another one to take in its place. You know? Took me 40 years to get where I am today. It's going to take me 40 years to manage it all, and who knows, I might be able to find something that's better for me than the petroleum stuff that the medications are. Natural. Or stop altogether. And I won't be till 80 till I can work that out. And I'll be an old person soon by then. Causing havoc. Anyway, have a great day. Always question yourself when it's not making you happy. Why am I getting angry at this? Why am I saying F my life at the moment? Why say that? Just because you made a mistake